Sweet face. Oh, sweet face. Such a sweet face. There she is. There she is. Did you just fart? What's up, everyone? Welcome to life. I'm Nick. Welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a different scene today. We're in the office. I don't know if you've ever seen The Office, but this is what it looks like. This is where that work gets put in. You know what I'm saying? Today we're talking about life and how it's different in Europe as compared to life in the United States. I got 10 ways coming at you, so stay tuned. I really think my dog farted because it stinks in here. It's just me and her, so it had to be one of us. Wasn't me. It smells like a skunk. I'm not even trying to be like over dramatic for the video. It smells like a skunk. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. That was great timing. Great timing, girl. First way, living overseas is different. Anywhere you go outside of the United States, the currency is going to be different, obviously. Over here, we use the euro. But, you know, I'm a high roller, so I actually happen to have 10 cents on me right there. Like, I'm not trying to show off or anything. But, yeah, we use euro over here. And actually, a major way that it's different over here. There's a lot more like cash transactions in official businesses and everything. In the States, it's almost expected that if you're an established business, you're definitely going to be taking credit card transactions and all that good stuff. Over here, it's always a good idea to make sure you have cash on you, because you could get into a sticky situation where you don't have cash on you and you already done eating your food, and now you don't have any way to pay for it. So that might have happened to me, like at some point. Here's another way that living in Europe is different than living in the States. They use the metric system, and I love it because everything's in tens. It's nice and even. It's very efficient to convert and everything, but you don't realize how much this affects your life until you have to relearn every basic measurement that you've known your entire life, like the speed limit when you're driving down the highway, or when you're filling up your car with gas, or when you're going to the gym to work out, which I do a lot. It's very obvious, but I just thought I'd say it. I do that quite often. I know the girth that's happening around here is very intimidating, but I want you to bear with me. Here's another way that living in Europe is different. The size of the countries. I know living in the United States, it's all one country, but it's often been said that traveling in Europe from country to country is the same as traveling from state to state in the USA. And that's actually very true. If we're talking about the size land-wise, that's a very true statement. But if we're just talking about the population, that is very untrue. If we look at the largest populated state in the USA, we see that the largest population is California. No surprise there, at 39 million people. Then we hop over to Europe, and the largest populated country is Germany. And they have 82 million people. That's like twice the amount of people, right? I'm going to do another comparison just for the heck of it, and just because it's so ironic. It's Italy, where I actually live right now, and Arizona, where I actually grew up. They're the most similar in terms of size, but if we look at their population, Arizona has a population of about 6 million people, right? And remember, it's the same size as Italy, but we hop over to Europe, and Italy has a population of like 60 million people. So you can understand, it's very crammed over here. There's a lot of people over here. There is nothing that hasn't been discovered, or there's people everywhere, wherever you go, and that takes a lot of getting used to. The next way living in Europe is different is just the way that I just want to talk about the way that the houses are set up, because it's a little bit different. But this is one of those things that I actually kind of like. So something that's very typical is for your backyard to be connected to your front yard. and all of it is like gated in. You have this wall that is protecting your whole yard, your front and backyard, and then you have this little gate that's called the pedestrian gate, and there's actually a doorbell next to that gate. So if people come to your house, they're visiting or the plumber's coming or whatever, they ring that doorbell, and then you answer the front door, right? You open it, you see who it is down at your sidewalk, and then you have an option to unlock that gate. There's a button by your door to unlock that gate and let them in. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. That's not something really you see typically in the United States, or maybe it's just where I'm from. I don't know. Something else that's different about the houses here in Italy, especially, is this. You hear that? Like that's solid concrete. Not even joking. That is concrete. You cannot screw into that. You can't put nails into it. Believe me, I've tried. So when you're hanging pictures, command strips are your best friend. Like seriously. But yeah, concrete, man. The walls are made of concrete. The houses are concrete. And the thing about the concrete is it's hard to control the temperature. There's no insulation or anything. So in the wintertime, it gets pretty cold. The house gets cold. So, but in the summertime, the house gets really warm. Here's another difference about the houses. Maybe it's just Italy. I'm not sure, but there's no carpet on the floors. Like, doesn't exist in this country. You've got to buy a rug if you want the carpet on your feet, and I'm not really sure why that is. I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. I miss my carpet. We're moving up in significance in relation to how these differences change your everyday life. And what I'm about to say is going to blow your mind, because you're going to think, wow, that's not really that big of a difference. But it really is. I promise you. Washing your clothes. First reason being the size. The size of the loads are like so small. They are so small. I'm talking you're gonna fit a couple socks and a pair of jeans. You thought you were wearing a shirt today. Yeah, no, you're not. The dryer. It doesn't get hot. I've come to a conclusion that the quickest way to wash a full load of clothes is like 3 hours. I'm not even joking. Here's another difference that's very near and dear to my heart. Fast food hasn't really caught on here in Europe. I mean, you don't see it that often. Of course, you have McDonald's. McDonald's has snuck into every crevice in this earth. McDonald's is like pretty popular. You're gonna find that every like 30 minutes, right? Then you have Burger King, and I've seen a few Burger Kings, but they're not as popular as McDonald's. And then one time in a mall, like an hour away, I saw a KFC. They like them fried chickens. Who doesn't like a good fried chicken? There you go. Chick-fil-A, I love you and I miss you. I love you. Okay, here we go. We're moving up on the list. Number 2 here. Are you ready for it? The plugs, like the outlet, what you plug your stuff into. Not only is the plug shaped differently, any appliance you buy here or anything that plugs into the wall, it's going to have that same shape of a plug. But that's not the only difference. Here's the major difference about the outlets here. In the United States, it's standard that there is 110 volts coming out of your wall outlets to power your appliances and all your electronics and everything like that. But here, the standard is 220 volts. Twice the amount of electricity is coming out of the outlet. What we did is we got these transformers. They have the European standard plug on one end, and that plugs into the wall, and the 220 volts from the wall goes into the transformer. You turn the transformer on, it converts the 220 to 110 volts, and then you plug in your US appliance there, and it's sending 110 volts to your US appliances, and your whole house doesn't explode and everyone dies. All right, here is the number 1 way that living over here is different. These are all my opinions. This is not some official list or fact book. I'm just going off this. I'm just going with this, you know? For me, driving is the most significant change that you have to overcome when you come over here. It's a huge learning curve. It's very fast paced and very crazy. And once again, I got some beautiful Bane footage to roll. All of this footage that you're seeing is captured within like 5 minutes of my house. So I'm not going to crazy lengths to find these roads. I'm just saying the roads here are crazy, and because of that, people have been trained to just go with it and drive however they can to get where they're going. There's some roads over here that are designed literally for the size of one car, and it's a two-way road, and I'm not really sure what's going on most of the time. I just go with it. But yeah, that's just a basic overview of how living over here is different than the States. Hey, if you have some of your own crazy experiences to share while you were over here in Europe, hey, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification,